I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to walk you through my garage, show you all the cars I have, and then kind of highlight what they are and what I'm thinking of doing with them, and just kind of when I got them and where I got them and how long I've owned them, and the fun and the bad of owning each one. So here we go. So the first one up is the Cadillac XLR-V. This is a 2008. It is got 48,000 miles on it. This thing is a runner. If you're not familiar with these cars, they only made them from 2004 to 2009. They only made the Cadillac XLR-V from 2006 to 2009. The V stands for, I think it stands for victory, but it is their performance model. This one comes with a supercharged 4.4 liter V8. It is not an LS. I know a lot of people talk about, oh man, this car should have an LS in it. Then it would have sold. I don't think so. I like that it's different, it's unique, it's a Cadillac. But it didn't sell because it was over $100,000 MSRP in 2008. Nobody's going to buy that. The housing market crashed. This thing just wasn't worth it. This thing is in clean shape. I bought this from a guy that lives locally. He had some health issues, needed to get rid of it, so I took it off his hands. I'm going to show a video detailing all this car, I guess, more closely in a little bit, but there's a couple features I really just love about this car. This car, it's my toy car. It's the one that I take out to have a good time. My wife likes riding in it. It's sporty, but it's super comfortable, super luxurious, and so she likes to ride around in it. And we take it out for date nights. So it's the date night mobile currently. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this one. I fall more in love with it every day. I bought it at first thinking like, oh man, I got a really good deal on it. I'll own it for a little bit, flip it, but I've kind of grown attached to it. Maybe because I've spent quite a bit of money just kind of getting it, all the kinks worked out, but it is a sweet car. The next vehicle that I have, I've owned this thing for probably 6 years. And this one's kind of a torn one for me because I really love it. I like it a lot. It is a 1987 Malibu Sunsetter. It is not a pristine showboat at all. When I got this thing, it was rescued from a field. Somebody up in the Fresno area of California had this thing in a field, and it was all rotten to all get out. The floor, you could step through it and go pretty much down to the hole. So I bought it for pretty cheap. I think I paid a few $1,000 for it. Trailer was in good shape, and spent the last few years putting it together, working out all the kinks of it, just kind of figuring it all out. So I gutted it. I took out all the flooring. I did the new fiberglass all the way around it. And then I had this lady local lady who does upholstery. She's so good. She took this thing for a couple months and then I told her, go crazy with it. I said, it's not going to be a show boat. It's going to be a family boat. It's going to be something that we use and we abuse, and the dog comes with us. And man, she came through. She nailed the coloring. I told her I want to keep it kind of original. Like don't change the original style of this boat, because when it first came, I mean, there was remnants of the carpet when it was new. It was just this dirty, dark brown, but it was real spotty and like I said, all rotted out. So I said keep it kind of brown, and so she did, but she updated it and made it look really pretty. And then here's the original coloring on the outside of the fiberglass, you can see, and then she matched that onto the scheme, which was really cool. So why this boat is torn for me is it works so well. It's a boat. My family's kind of getting older, and they're not in love with it as much anymore, and they are talking about maybe changing it for some other hobby. So this one might be going soon. I hope not, because I do enjoy it. But it's a 1987 Malibu Sunsetter. The next vehicle that I have is my all-time favorite vehicle. Okay, I've owned Jeeps. I've I've owned fun cars. I've owned dailies. This is my favorite. This is a 2017 F-150. It's an XL, but it's got the 5.0 Coyote in it. It is my all-time favorite vehicle. Every time I fire it up, I just love it. It's got a little rumble on it. I put a little exhaust on it. And it brings a smile to my face. Anytime I ever think about, man, I'm gonna change my truck out for something. I just can't because I go start it and I'm like, yep, that's the one. But it is a 2017. It's got like 65,000 miles on it. I dailied this for about 5 years, putting about 40 miles on it every day, driving to work and back. I adore this truck. I got it from the local dealership, bought it brand new. I don't usually buy brand new vehicles, but I did get this one brand new. Highly recommend the F-150 with the Coyote. It's just a fun little rumbling truck. Really capable off-road too. I've used it off-road in the snow and it does really well. I put some KO2s on it for the tires, the BF Goodrich, and those things are awesome. Very smooth on the highway. Just runs great. And then the newest car to our collection is the Lexus LX 570. When I say collection, I mean more of into the fleet of work to do. Just recently got this one within the last month. It's a unique car. My wife wanted she needs a daily, and I wanted her to have a unique car that's safe, reliable. She doesn't travel that far each day, so gas mileage wasn't a requirement for her. And so I wanted her to enjoy her car. So I hunted for about 4 months for this. This thing came from Arizona. It is a wonderful car. If you're not familiar with these, they're very, very closely related to the Toyota Land Cruiser. And these things were built just different. They are designed to last for roughly 25 years or 250,000 miles. We got this one with 147,000 miles. And we're probably going to put about 12,000 miles on it each year. So, we're gonna have this baby climb. It's a little dirty because the weather here in California, just like everywhere in the nation, has been crazy. We actually had snow in our county last night, so that's wild. But that is all the cars, and then plus I have my turbo diesel Volkswagen that my wife is driving right now. I'll highlight that later. I have a couple videos coming out on that with the turbo diesel, but that is the fleet that I'm currently in operation of. If I'm honest, I don't know how long I'm going to keep these vehicles. I go through cars pretty quickly. I fall in love with them, and then I'm like, oh man, I'm going to change it. And that's kind of where I go. I love them, but I don't always keep them forever. So these are the vehicles that I have to maintain, or I get to maintain. It's quite a blessing. It's fun. It's a hobby. Keeps me out of the bars. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day.